Hola, howdy, hello. Greetings, folks. This is Sarana Naranamurthy here to talk about the mind business. So, in this session of podcast, we are going to thoroughly discuss upon something which has been a main strand of interest during this lockdown. That is, what to do. Okay, so being totally bored, and more than being bored, being in an total energy to be highly productive, we have all at least cooked upon some words like multi-level marketing, which is MLM, or direct selling, or Ethereum, and lots of such stuff. Whether they are good or bad is a currently different debate, and mind business is never going to deal about such things. So, what we are the main major point which is here in consideration is we all have in some places learned to increase our productivity. We all really needed to be productive. So, if you consider case one, even if all those easy money methods are going to give you the real money which you expected, if you really think upon, is it going to give you a brand value? The answer is no. It's totally no. You're not going to get the exact brand value. So in that case, in this session of podcast, we are going to click upon three strategies, more like you can say a step-by-step process, which will get you to get the exact personal branding which you were learning for. Or even you can see the one personal branding which will make you remembered. The major influence or the major goal as to what I say in our main professional life is when someone asks you, who are you or what do you do? It's not the point of how much money you're earning, but the kind of answer which you have towards it and the kind of passion or the real zeal you have for that particular profession. So if you're someone who wanted a lot of personal branding and if you wanted to do something which you love, this 3-step process would definitely get you what you really wanted. Okay, so let's shut up all the gyan and go direct to the process. So the main 3 terminologies which I wanted to elaborate here is create, discover, and express. Okay, so let me elaborate one by one. Firstly, when you say create, it can be a visual creation which might be a drawing or a painting or an art form or even a sculpture, whatever you are up to, or a written form which can be a blog or a news article or an ebook or something of that sort, or sometimes even a narration, just like this podcast which I'm currently speaking. So when you take create, there are a lot of things which you can actually establish yourself on. You can either be a writer or a graphic designer or whatever appeals to you. But if you say, I am not so good at creating something, or I don't have the passion, or I'm not someone who create something, so this is not for me. So no. Don't close the podcast over here. So here comes the next thing. Discover. So if you're not feeling to create, then the next best thing you can do is discover. Okay, so let me give you an example for what it exactly is. If you're someone who loves robotics, might be the person next to you or the person behind you might also love robotics, but they wouldn't be knowing much things as you, but they'll have the passion to know. So they'll be searching for, or might be if given a chance, they wouldn't actually regret learning about robotics. So in this place, what you need to do is discover the exact trend which is going on one particular niche which you choose. It can be anything around you, any favorite niche or any favorite zone, any favorite person whom you like. Just research about them, research about the trends, about the market, about the proper aggregation which is happening, and just narrate it over. This will give you a form of influencer. A lot of food bloggers, for their love for food, they keep blogging about it, and what really happened? They are creating content while also discovering it. So that is the next big step actually. Discover something which fascinates you and create content around it. So this is more like you're going to rejuvenate it or give it a second life or express a poem in your own words which will actually have your own set of fans. So when you analyze this a lot, when you research on particular market, if you like a particular company and you research over it for so long, what exactly happens is you are totally fit to write a proper case study about that one company. Because with your entire passion, you would have learned a lot about it. And trust me, the entire business of share market runs towards research. When you know a lot about one particular industry, when you understand the past perfectly, you will have a clear insight or an idea of discovering what the future is. And this way, when you know a lot about how L&T functions, you will definitely come to an idea of whether it will drop or will it rise. This gives you a clear idea whether to invest in the shares or not, and that is what share market investing or trading is all about. So trust me guys, discovery isn't just one word. It is a magical word which opens up a lot of new gateways. When you discover, you also come across a lot of problem which requires a solution, and sometimes you can be the solution provider too. Okay, so now once you create or once you discover, if you say, okay, I created something, okay, I even discovered something. So what do I do now? Should I keep it to myself or should I frame all the creatives and put it on my wall? Yep, that's what you're gonna do. But not on the walls of your home or not on the walls of your room, but on the walls of your social media. If you're someone who is overly towards visuals, select the visually appealing social media platforms. If you're a writer, select the blogging platform. Or if you're an orator, there are a lot of open talk shows which are totally accessible to every individual. You can select open talk or anchor. A lot of podcast sessions are available, and even radios are available wherein you can speak and you will get listeners starting from your first episode. So, with this, what you exactly get is you have a good social media following. You will have your own set of audience. If you're going to put in a lot of content about robotics, you're going to get an exact following of people who love robotics. So, this way, without even knowing 20 to 30 people who knows robotics, now easily you're going to get hundreds and thousands of people who love robotics. You're just attracting whom you really wanted to attract, your audience. And that is when, by taking this one step of discovering and expressing, you get into your particular domain and you establish yourself. So next time, before you start something, just don't think of it. Because if Elon Musk could have thought for a few more seconds before creating Tesla, it wouldn't have happened. Same with Google, same with any other multi-million company which you see right now. So yes guys, don't think, stay alert, stay focused, stay productive, and do what really enhances your personal branding. Until then, keep watching, keep listening to The Mind Business.